He was born to a life of power and privilege. His great-grandmother ruled a global empire from Canada to Australia, and in 1910, he inherited the title Prince of Wales as he became second in line to the English throne. He was handsome, charismatic, and adventurous. He was a prince in every sense. With the position of Prince of Wales came the motto, Ich dien, I serve. Part of his inheritance was the obligation to rule his people deep into the 20th century. He stood poised to inherit rule of the British Empire, the symbolic ruler of millions of people across the world. He enjoyed the support of his people and had a friendship with future Prime Minister Winston Churchill. Yet when his father died in January of 1936, the man who had become King Edward VIII took the throne with some hesitancy. His inheritance awaited, but with it came conditions he wasn't willing to accept. Edward VIII was in love with Wallis Simpson, a twice-divorced American socialite who became his mistress in the 1930s. As someone who'd been twice divorced with 2 living husbands, she wasn't welcome in the royal court. She wasn't someone that the royal family wanted to have around. This put Edward in an uncomfortable position at best. The rules of court and of propriety prevented Wallis Simpson from filling the role of queen. Courtiers and politicians tried to work out a variety of alternative options so that the new king could keep his power and could marry Wallis as he desired. But unfortunately, no solution could be found. King Edward was left with a choice. He could have his inheritance, everything had been groomed to do for 40 years. He could be the symbolic leader of his nation in an era when the skies over Europe darkened with the threat of Nazi oppression. He could write himself into history as one of England's great warrior kings who led Britain through her darkest hours. Yet instead, he chose Wallis Simpson and abdicated the throne. He traded his inheritance away. In this series for Manna U Moments, we're going to cover a biblical story in which the sons of Jacob sold their inheritance away. Join us over the next 3 weeks as we unpack Genesis 49, verses 1 through 12.